From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, I'm Gare McKenzie. This local and regional news update is brought to you by Northway Bank. Get big savings close to home with Northway Bank's Community Sense digital coupon book. Filled with valuable money-saving coupons from hundreds of Northway Bank business customers. Visit northwaybank.com for more info. Northway Bank with 17 locations throughout New Hampshire. The people you know, the bank you trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. In what Conway police say is the first ever discovery of its kind within town limits, a 32-year-old North Conway man is accused of operating a methamphetamine lab. Lieutenant Chris Purley says based on a number of tips about a possible meth lab, officers and firefighters from North Conway and Conway responded to a single-family home at 43 Crawford Hollow about 11 o'clock Sunday morning.
We discovered an active methamphetamine lab. Hazmat technicians from the North Conway and Conway Fire Departments went into the building to render safe any volatile chemicals. The scene was then secured, and a coordinated effort between the Conway Police Department, the State Drug Task Force, and the DEA clandestine methamphetamine lab response unit later entered the building by way of a search warrant, collected evidence, and also tried to neutralize some of the toxic chemicals associated with the manufacture of methamphetamine.
The home is next to Whitaker Woods and about 1,000 yards from the John Fuller Elementary School. A dog and a cat were removed from the house, and Purley says there's no danger from it to neighbors. Shortly before 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, police arrested a suspect in the case, identified as Troy Barnes. He's charged with possession of a controlled drug with intent to compound methamphetamine, a charge punishable by up to 15 years in the New Hampshire State Prison and up to $500,000 in fines. Barnes appeared in district court in Conway yesterday afternoon, and his bail was set at $10,000 cash. Purley praises the professionalism and skill of the hazmat teams in dealing with the situation. He says Barnes has a prior conviction on a drug charge. Barnes is due back in court early next month. The Carroll County Attorney says a 49-year-old Massachusetts man has been ordered to serve just more than 3 years in the New Hampshire State Prison after being found guilty of sexually assaulting a boy on a camping trip in Conway in 1990. Robin Gordon says Scott Sensabaugh of Taunton was sentenced on a single felony charge and 2 misdemeanors yesterday afternoon in Superior Court in Ossipee. Sensabaugh had been held at the Carroll County Jail in Ossipee since being found guilty by a 12-person jury in July. Gordon says she's satisfied with the sentence, and the victim who made the allegations against Sensabaugh early last year is pleased with the way Conway police handled the case. U.S. Navy veteran and North Conway's American Legion Post 95 member John Pandora is the chef in charge again tomorrow for his 30th year organizing and serving a free Christmas dinner to members of the public. Pandora, referred to as a tin can sailor because of his service on destroyers, says tomorrow at noon at the Conway Village Congregational Church, the Little Brown Church at 132 Main Street, members of the public will be welcomed as they are every year to enjoy another traditional Christmas feast sponsored by Post 95. Post Adjutant Dave Haskell will present Pandora with a special apron honoring him for his 3 decades of unselfish service to others. In Maine news, police in Freiburg say a 47-year-old man from Madison, New Hampshire, is being held at the Oxford County Jail after his arrest yesterday afternoon in Freiburg. Detective Sergeant Josh Potvin says he took Eric M. Bradbury into custody shortly after 3:15 after finding him walking down Main Street toward Conway and allegedly carrying more than $1,000 worth of stolen jewelry and electronics. The items are believed to have been stolen from homes in and around the Conway area. In sports, the UConn women's basketball team remains the unanimous number 1 in the Associated Press poll after 2 easy wins over ranked foes. The Boston Bruins beat the Nashville Predators 6-2 last night for Coach Claude Julien's 400th career win. And in NFL Monday Night Football action, the 49ers beat Atlanta 34-24. In the weather today, partly sunny, highs in the mid-20s with light winds. Partly cloudy tonight, much colder with lows around 1 below. Northwest winds around 10. And Wednesday, Christmas Day, mostly sunny, highs 14 to 20. From the Northway Bank Online Newsroom, Merry Christmas. I'm Gare McKenzie.
Christmas and a Happy New Year.